Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be another Canadian Soldier Reacts video, and today we're going to be doing something just a little bit different. We're going to be asking the question, should I join the Canadian Armed Forces? And the short answer is yes. It really is worth the effort. Even if you don't intend to make a career out of it, join the Canadian Armed Forces. It's probably the best thing that I did in my career, even if I didn't enjoy every single bit of my time. So I was a Canadian Forces soldier with the 1st Battalion of the Royal Canadian Regiment from 1987 to 1998. And one of the first things that I learned is that if you work hard and don't quit, you've got a guaranteed job for life. You've got reasonable pay, you've got meals, you've got housing for as long as you're in. You get a structure to your life. You get camaraderie. You get purpose. You learn life skills that are really necessary that most civilians don't ever learn or learn the very hard way. You get taught this in the Canadian Armed Forces. You get taught leadership skills. You get taught drive and initiative. And I'll tell you, I can't overstate how important drive and initiative are in your civilian life. Basically, you'll learn all the skills that you need to succeed in the civilian world if or when you decide to leave the Canadian Armed Forces. Depending on the trade that you go in with, you can get a highly valuable set of skills training for civilian jobs in mechanics, airframe technicians, electricians, administrators, chefs. Basically, the Armed Forces needs and uses every form of job that is necessary out in civilian world, and more. You learn trades that that surpass what are necessary in the civilian world. You also gain the confidence to try, the will to succeed, and you get experiences no one else will ever get. And that, I can't overstate how important that is. Now, what trade should you go in? That's going to be up to you. When you go through your recruiting, they're going to give you a couple of tests, or at least that's what they did with me. And then they'll give you a list of trades that you can go. Choose the one that most speaks to you. I went infantry because I said to the recruiter I wanted the hardest job that the Canadian Forces had. Some days I regret that decision, but some days I'm really happy that I did it. Should you go officer or enlisted? I'm going to say if you can go officer, go officer. You will have a better life as officer. Now, that's not to say you have a bad life as an enlisted personnel. I was enlisted. I started out as a private. I ended as a master corporal. And I don't regret doing that at all. There were a lot of good days and there were some bad days. But either way, do it. It's worth it. Now, there are some people who are going to say, well, I don't like authority. My answer to that is get over yourself. There's authority everywhere in the world, right? If you get a job, any job, if you want to get paid, there's somebody in authority, in a position of authority over you. You're going to have that everywhere, unless you're your own boss and you want to start your own company. And I'll tell you, if you can start your own company, go ahead, start your own company. But that's probably one of the hardest things that you will ever have to do. Starting your own company is extremely risky, and if you don't have the drive and the will, failure, there's a high rate of failure with starting your own company. And the Canadian Armed Forces will give you the drive that you need to figure out how a way to win, a way to succeed if you want to start your own company. Other people are going to say, I don't want to go to war. Well, I'll tell you, nobody wants to go to war. I didn't want to go to war, but I did go to war. I was in the first Gulf War, And I went because my country needed me, because the world needed my help. Needed a lot of people's help, not just mine. And I'll tell you that the satisfaction that you get from being able to say, I helped the world in a material way, is one of the best feelings that you'll ever feel in your life. So that is my long way of saying what I said at the beginning is, if you think that you should, if you're thinking about joining the Canadian Armed Forces, absolutely do it. It is a wonderful career and job. Now, is it going to be easy? No, it is not going to be easy. But by doing this, you're going to set yourself up for massive success later in life. So I left the Canadian Armed Forces in 1998. I went into computers. I've had jobs from small startup companies where there was 3 people and 3 founders, and I was one of the 3 people, not one of the founders. And all the way up to Microsoft. I spent 8 years as the program manager responsible for Windows reliability at Microsoft. And I've been everywhere in between. And I've been successful because of the things that I learned in the Canadian Armed Forces. So, my advice to you, if you want to join the Canadian Armed Forces, is join the Canadian Armed Forces. Be prepared for what you're going to get into. Be prepared to do the hard work. Be prepared to feel that you want to quit, but find the drive to not quit. And I guarantee you, you will get satisfaction out of doing it. So that's it for today's video, guys. Kind of a short one. Thanks for watching. Please, if you like this content, leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel. Really helps the channel. And share this out with your friends. Really helps us out here. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.